VGC is supported by Patreon. Check out patreon.com/videogameschronicle for more podcasts, ad-free browsing and extra content. Thank you for your support. Hello there and welcome to VGC. My name's Chris Gowan and today we're looking at EA Sports FC 26 on the Nintendo Switch 2. I am a very big EA FC fan. This is my comfort game. Everyone has a game that they just like to play to chill out. This is EA FC, and before it FIFA was very much mine, so I'm right at home here. This is more out of curiosity to see how the Switch 2 version plays, because I'm really curious to see how well it does. So let's get cracking. Now hopefully all my EA account stuff is already attached to my Nintendo account, so I don't have to edit this video and remove all that, but we'll soon find out. I'm also going to have to very quickly figure out how to remove the music for streaming purposes. Yes, you remembered. No thanks. Now I'm going to talk a lot until I can turn this music off. For blah 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 blah. Copyright. Because obviously otherwise YouTube's going to say, wait a minute lads, this is unacceptable. So let me close this. Don't know about the premium pass. I've been playing it on Xbox. I just want to see how it looks on Switch. Settings are up the top here, it looks like. Bang. Let's get to the music settings. Game settings. Is that audio? Audio at the top. Sorry, speed run, turning off the music. Sound effects, get the music off. There we go. Disable all music for streaming purposes. That's the game. We're safe. Which means I can turn this back off and nothing happens. Okay. So all the music has been disabled. We're safe. And just while we're in here, because a pro gamer always checks options, let me make sure it's on alternate. Yes, it is. This is what I like about the EAFC games. It always remembers what you did the year before. And I reviewed the 25 version on Switch, and it looks like it's copied the details over. Although Semi-Pro is not this right. It does that on Xbox as well. I play either Pro or World Class depending on the mood, and I can change it when we get to the kickoff. Let's do a kickoff match. I always christen these games with a Celtic versus Rangers match, so we'll do a bit of that and see how it looks, and then we'll dive into Ultimate Team and see who my initial picks are. A classic match, please. Oh, you can play Game Share on Switch, that's good. You just need one copy. That must be a wee bit laggy though. Don't show this again. So I'm going here. I'm going alternate. I'm going Celtic. I'm going Rangers. They always give Rangers the away top for some reason. And then I can change the difficulty here. When I've got more time, I'll go through these. I don't like all the assisted stuff. I turn some of those off. But let's see, match. Let's go up to Pro for now. I think the first match, if it's like the Xbox version, and the first match it kind of adjusts the difficulty anyway, depending on how you're doing, just for the first match. But let's go. How's my team looking? It'll do for now, although I would rather have, apologies to non-Celtic supporters watching this, I would rather have Johnson in here. I know he's injured just now, but what the hey? How's the bench looking? Let's get Jota on the wing, even though, again, he's injured. Not in this world, he isn't. That's a solid team, so let's go. Let's see how much of the pre-match ritual has been carried over to Switch 2. Boo! Actually, Russell Martin must stay. No commentary. Have I turned the commentary off by mistake as well? Only looking at the commentary side of things. So far, so good. They've not they didn't show all the kind of outside the stadium stuff, but I don't know if that's just a one-off. Like they do a different randomly chosen set of cutscenes before every game, so I don't know if it's actually gone from the Switch 2 version or if just this one specific match. I don't see Hoopy the Huddle Hound. That's the one. The Xbox Series version and presumably PS5 version has added mascots. Let's see the commentary. Is the commentary totally gone? Did I turn it off? I did. Last year I must have turned the commentary down after a while. That's okay.
The single centre forward will be supported by the...
Oh, well, immediately we're seeing frame rates 30 instead of 60, which is fine. You'll get used to it, but because I've been playing the Series X version all weekend, you immediately notice the difference between 30 and 60.
Good work to regain possession.
But you know, it's playable. Do you know what I mean? It must still be updating at 60. Like the controls.
Yeah, denied what looked like a certain goal. That's brilliant awareness.
Bring someone over for it.
And they decide against playing it in. Delivered into the middle. And it's not the best of clearances.
Snap him. Oh no.
Has to be.
McGregor's looking at the legs.
Still the chance. And that's not a bad save at all.
That's why I've got Schmeichel. Oh, this isn't started well at all.
And they might be in.
I do need to get used to the... I say the frame rate doesn't make a massive difference, but for defending, it kind of you don't get that kind of instant reaction for the defence. Oh, here we go. Jota on the wing. To him.
Must be. And we haven't had to wait long for the opening goal. It's 1-0.
That's it. They really need to update Jota's face from about 3 years ago.
The pace on the counter is so dangerous. They move that from the back with real intent.
Bang.
He doesn't mess about, just smashes it past the keeper. Brilliant strike.
It's funny because on some consoles, other consoles run at 60, but sometimes the cutscenes are down to 30. So obviously PS5 Pro I think is 60 everywhere. Maybe 120. I'm not sure. I don't have a Pro because I'm sensible. But some other versions play the game at 60, but the cutscenes at 30. So when it cut to the goal celebration there, it looked totally fine. It looked exactly like it does in other, obviously not quite as detailed, but it felt just like it does in other games, other versions. Oh, but because the cutscenes usually run like that on Series X, I think. So stuff like this looks totally fine.
It's a great effort though.
It's just getting used to it. I mean, I'm getting used to it already. It's just that initial shock of it running at 30 instead of 60. It's one of those things where if you play both versions regularly, you'll notice the difference every time you switch between them. But if Switch 2 is the only version you've got, it'll play completely fine. Do you know what I mean? It's just the difference between the two is jarring, but this isn't broken in any way, shape or form. It's just different.
Sloppy on the ball there.
It's just a different feel. and obviously a different look, but
Daisen Maeda.
like that I can still
Played through perfect.
string them together. Not sold on Nigren yet.
Surely.
I don't know why I'm trying the overhead kicks.
Flags up. Offside.
Well, he just gets caught ball watching. Needs to be more alive. You've got to work harder to stay onside.
A fraction. Well, yeah. So far I'm happy. The big thing was when FIFA, as it was first released on the Switch. It was massively downgraded. It had no Ultimate Team, which for those who don't know is the big FIFA mode.
In a moment. Oh, real opportunity.
It had no Ultimate Team. It had most of the modes were missing. It was a severely downgraded version of the game. It was based on the Xbox 360 version, and not even a modern Xbox 360 version. It's based on a 360 version from a few years earlier when it released on Switch. And at the time, I was getting like Wii U vibes, because when FIFA launched on the Wii U, it launched once. There was one version at launch, and it was like it was a kind of halfway house. It was missing lots of modes, and I was quite disappointed. And then EA basically said, I sold nothing, so we're not making any more. So for the rest of the Wii U's short life, they didn't make any more FIFA games. Doesn't really look like him. So when it came to Switch, and the first FIFA on Switch was pretty limited in terms of features, I was like, oh, here we go again. They're going to release one edition, say it didn't sell, and then just never bother with FIFA on Switch again. But no, every year they kept releasing it, and every year it was exactly the same game. I know people say FIFA's the same game, but it isn't really. They do tweak things every year. They add new modes. They mess with the gameplay. Obviously the kits and squads are different, but that's a given. But every FIFA, and now EAFC on the lead platforms, introduces new stuff and new tweaks and new things to Ultimate Team and new modes like 5-on-5 and all this kind of stuff.
Under pressure, but
So when people say it's the same game every year, it isn't really. People who play it and like day in, day out do see the differences, and for them it's a worthwhile annual purchase, but that's by the by. The point is, every time it was coming out on Switch, it was the same game, like literally. The music changed, the kits and teams changed, but that was it. There was, every mode remained the same for the longest time. And then finally,
now this has to be.
when they switched to EAFC, the first EAFC game, suddenly EA went, well, actually we're going to like bother with the Switch version, and actually upgraded the Switch version and added all the stuff that was missing. So finally, for the first time, the Switch version of EAFC, formerly FIFA, played exactly like, didn't play but had all the features of the other versions. It was kind of full parity, so it finally felt like a proper handheld version of proper FIFA, not like a FIFA 11 or whatever it was on the 360. But yeah, so I had high hopes when it was coming to Switch 2, because I was hoping that EA had learned its lesson and it wasn't going to be a case of, alright, we're on Switch 2, let's start all over again, bare bones, no features, and like kind of slowly add features over time so people think that we've done a good thing. But thankfully,
To win the ball.
it feels, I mean, obviously it feels slightly different because it doesn't have all the, I'm assuming it doesn't have all the AI. They use machine learning for player animations, so I assume in that sense it doesn't have all that, but that's guesswork at this point.
Ball should score.
But you can see how, like, I'm playing this exactly the way I would play FIFA on Series X. The graphics are great, like the real faces are in there. I'll look again in a second, but it looks like all the modes are in there. It is literally just the 30 frames a second thing and a slight reduction in graphics quality, which obviously if you put them side by side, it's going to look worse. Obviously it is. But for a handheld running like this,
Able to skip.
this is really good. This is like proper FIFA. Sorry, proper EAFC. I'm really happy with this. And obviously this is just the first match, but when it's a game that you play up at like On a bad year, I'll put 200 hours into EAFC. On a good year, I'll put more than that into it. So for someone who plays these games inside out, I can tell pretty quickly if it's been done properly or not. And this seems to be done properly. Let's quit out this because we get the point. Let me have a look at the modes and see what we're looking at here. New. Oh, I've chose yes. no, it wasn't the default. So we should have all the modes. Obviously, the loading won't be as fast. Oh, well, it might be fast. We've got Ultimate Team, we've got Manager, we've got Player, we've got Clubs. It's all there. Let's see if Ultimate Team's got all the modes in it. Get that squad update downloaded.
Welcome to Ultimate Team. Choose a league to get started building your dreams.
Thanks very much. Well, I am part Italian, so I always start with Serie A. Shures. A bunch of wee dumplings like that. You always start, for those new to Ultimate Team, you always start with a team full of absolute dumplings and a couple of like good players. And the whole point obviously is to play
into a short match to complete your first objective and improve your squad.
Yeah, I'll do that later. England 66 is the theme for this, which is devastating. As a Scotsman, I've got my rewards for playing the thing. So because I've played it before and because I've got the Ultimate Edition, this is all the stuff I get. Lots of stuff, lots of things. So I'll confirm all those. Redeem that. Redeem that. The menus are a wee bit choppy, but they're also choppy on Series X, so I think that's just the back end, being the back end. All these packs have been given. My welcome pack, it's got some loan players and stuff like that in it. Draft token, I get to pick a loan player. So let's go for Saka. I get to pick a midfielder. I've done all this on Xbox already, so I know what's going on. Kelly. And I get to pick a defender. Well, he'll go well with my Italian team. I'd like to say Ta very much and get him, but I mean, this makes sense. For the sake of avoiding a pun, we'll go with these. What other packs have I got? Apologies. An untradeable icon. Here's my icon. And it's Oliver Kahn. Lovely, a good keeper. I noticed they didn't do walkout celebrations. I wonder if that's something that's been left out, because a good player like that on Series X and PS5, they do a wee animation where they walk down a tunnel and come out to build suspense, whereas this one just went straight to them. So I wonder if they've removed the animations. Yeah, that should have triggered one as well on 82. There's like two types of walkout animation. There's like one, a brief one and a longer one for the better players. But 82 should trigger the brief one. Skip this. We've got who I've got. Jackson. This is usually just gathering fodder to trade in. Not they're tradable, but they can be used in other modes. Oh, like an American, is that Carter Vickers or Trusty? Carter Vickers. A wee Celtic player in my Ultimate Team to start with. That's good. It means I don't need to buy him. What I do is I usually have a team with all the best players, and then I have a Celtic team, and now they've added evolutions to Ultimate Team. You can actually evolve players who aren't that great usually, i.e. Celtic players. And eventually by kind of a few months down the line, they're almost as good as like the best players in the game. So you can genuinely build a decent Ultimate Team with the players you actually want to do it with. So it's nice. I can get, last year I got Celtic players up to like high 80s, low 90s, just by doing all the evolutions on them. But there we go. I've also got some EA FC points which they give you for getting the Ultimate Edition. So I wonder if we can spend them on something fancy. I'll probably just save them. Save them up. But yeah, that's Ultimate Team. Ultimate Team's got all the usual stuff. You get squad building challenges, which is like wee puzzles that you do to unlock new packs. So like you got to, so in this one here, you've got to find 4 players rated between 75 and 84. So you put them in, boop, 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 slot them in, submit those players, and then you get rewarded with 2 better players, basically. So that's the idea. They're the kind of puzzles that you do to unlock special players. You've got online modes, you've got offline. I'm imagining if I try an online game, I'll get a game against hardly anyone. This is the main problem with Ultimate Team on Switch 2, is that it's a standalone, whereas there's crossplay in the other modes, because Switch 2, the engine is different in a sense, or it runs differently. You can't play crossplay with other formats, which means basically you're stuck with all the other Switch 2 players, and there aren't as many EA FC fans on Nintendo than there are on PlayStation and Xbox, which is why if I go to the transfers here, there's millions and millions of transfers on Xbox and PlayStation because they share a transfer market. Unless they've changed it, there's only 21,000 here, so it's really difficult to buy players here because hardly anyone's playing it. I'm guessing that means if I try and get an online game, it's going to be tricky. I might get one, but there's far fewer people playing it. Plus I'm playing with an awful team that I haven't bothered. Thanks very much. Like, I haven't bothered trying to fix the sign up. There's not an auto thing, is there? Because I'll usually do it manually, but just for the sake of quickness. I mean, alternatively, you can just freeze on me, which I think is what it's just done. Oh, no, there we go. Oh, it was loading the season pass. Thanks very much. It's been doing this on Xbox as well, to be fair. Freezing when I'm putting my squad together. Oh no, that's a full on. Look at the menu at the top. That's a full on cheeky wee meltdown, isn't it? Can I come out of here? Oh, that's unfortunate. I'm going to have to reboot. Try that again. Oh well, eh? Such is life. Let's try again. I'm praying for EA to one day totally revamp their back end, well, their menu system, because every year at launch something goes wrong, and not just on Switch or Switch 2, but on other formats. Like, I've had loads of freezes on Xbox already as well in the Ultimate Team menus, so this isn't a Switch exclusive problem, Switch 2 problem. This has been happening to me on Xbox. Similar things have been happening to me on Xbox as well. If I put together a concept squad in Ultimate Team and try and buy a player directly from the club management thing, it kind of freezes up and I have to cancel out of it. These are bugs that that introduce themselves as they add new things, but that's what it is. So let's try that online thing again and see if we can get a wee online Rivals game going. Oops, not Rush. Rivals. Play Rivals. Edit lineup, and will it crash again? That was trying to tell me about chemistry. Maybe that's what crashed it before. Change my formation to 4-1-2-1-2, which I always do. Or you can crash again. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, don't do this to me. I stick up for you in the staff room. You're a good kid. Boop, 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 boop. Let's play. If you can manage it. Right, let's try again. This is the joy of a first play video, is that it's unedited, so when these things happen, these things are happening. I mean, you could argue that technically it's not out yet, because the standard edition isn't on sale, but people who are paying top dollar for the Ultimate Edition are the ones who are basically the guinea pigs for this mode, freezing like it is. So let's try one more time. And I really would like to change my formation if I can. Let's go into the club and do it from here, see if that fixes it. Very, very sluggishly, but I want 4-1-2-1-2. That's a sluggish menu. It's sluggish on other formats as well, but not as bad as that. So can I rebuild that squad? Do it. That'll do for now. Yep, I know how lone players work. That's not a great squad, but for the purposes of this, it's fine. Although it has just crashed again. So, no, it's weird. It's letting me do. Let me bring up my friends list, and that's it. So we're very slowly making progress here. Yeah. I really hope this is just teething problems at launch, because it's going to be massively disappointing if, like I say, Ultimate Team's sluggish in other systems as well, but this is like a snail's pace. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily recommend Ultimate Team on a Nintendo platform anyway, because like you saw, the transfer window's so small. I'm imagining when I try and get a game here, I'm probably going to struggle to find one. Although it's literally just come out in Ultimate Edition, people are playing it, so maybe I'm more likely to get one this weekend. But it feels like the Switch 2 version is more for manager mode and the kind of career mode rather than Ultimate Team, because it's not really made for Ultimate Team. On Switch, it doesn't have the community there on Switch 2. Right, just advance. Let's see if we get any luck here. On other systems you get one instantly, but obviously it's taking its time now to find anyone who's online. Well, there we go, we got someone. I haven't changed my kit yet. Well, let's see if this person I'm playing is good. Because you would imagine the best players are on other formats. No disrespect to Switch 2, but if you're playing Ultimate Team online, you probably know it well enough to be playing it on PlayStation or Xbox. But we'll soon find out.
A warm welcome on what is a lovely evening.
We're playing Demonium FC. It looks like they've played long enough to actually get badges and stuff. This is literally my starter squad, so I'm fully expecting to lose here.
From the game, then.
So I'm playing in
Hit
white.
the ground running, so it's vital they get off to a good start here. This should be a really decent game.
Yep, they're good and they've got good players, so I'm going to get absolutely horsed here.
A terrific start.
They've obviously been playing for a wee while, and I've got like there's a big chemistry thing as well with your team. If your players don't share the same league or the same country, they have low chemistry, which means passes go badly, their stats go down a bit. So I've got a horrible chemistry team made up of mostly stock players, and this person I'm playing against has clearly been playing for a bit longer than me, so this is almost certainly going to be an absolute hammering. Unless I can get a few lucky goals in, but
And the defence ready for what they're doing.
I'm almost certain to lose this one because I've just not taken the time to tweak my team.
Nicely sets it up.
See, the goalie's useless, defence is done, this guy's pausing. I'm not really sure why. He's really not expecting me to quit. You never quit a Rivals game. Because you never know. But there's really no need to be messing about your team this early. Unless you're just being a tube.
Off we go. 2-0 the score now. Could be setting something now. Just needs the composure now.
Oh,
That had to be scored.
Well, it's just not happening for them, is it?
okay, this isn't going to go well, but like I say, you never quit these things. Even though I'm more committed to the Xbox version of Ultimate Team,
Ball taken away.
nobody quit. Nobody should be quitting these games. Play to the whistle.
Oh, that's really nice.
That's offside.
And the game will stop. Offside. And it must be. Must be. It just
Love that.
finishing touch. A nice move ends there.
Still get used to defending with this frame rate as well. You play it for so long, you get used to the timing for some of the tackles and stuff like that, but when the frame rate gets half, that throws you off a wee bit.
Had to score but didn't.
Again, like I say, it's totally playable. It's just it's going to take a wee adaptation period.
And possession given away.
There we go.
And all a bit wild out there currently.
I mean, they're okay. They're not the best player I've ever played against, but like I say, the difference in the squad quality is probably going to be enough to tip this over the edge for them. It seems like the sort of thing that any shots they'll get will probably go in.
Intercepted. Great reading of the game.
Just if they can get into my box, it's pretty much a guaranteed goal.
That's gone out of play. Throw in to come. Oh, that's been won really smartly.
That's really good awareness there.
Come on. Maybe, just maybe. Dream the dream.
Chance to cross here. This to half the gap.
Oh!
Scored. They're back in this game.
Also, never watch celebrations when you're playing online. Don't be that person.
With the score now.
Nobody likes it. We all know what the celebrations look like. Oh, here we go.
And played in now.
Where's your lead, mate?
Brought home. And it's been realised so quickly.
Oh no, here it comes back.
And he's in there.
Like I say, the goalie and the defence are really bad.
Priceless lead.
They only need one shot and they get it.
Well, here's the replay. Watch how he goes past his man with such ease, and it's just a change of pace. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head: smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Pass played through perfectly. Well, it looked good, but the defending was even better.
You want to?
Suat
1-2-1.
beautifully weighted ball. Terrific chance.
He's the sort of person who brings the keeper out a lot, it seems. So this is
To do better than that.
chip central. I think we're looking at multiple chips here. If I can get through and chip, not in this case.
It's
It seems like if I can make some more one-on-one situations happen, they're more likely to. They seem quite eager to bring the keeper out quite a lot. So try and chip them.
lovely setup. Is this the equaliser?
Oh, come on.
It was a Wonderful chance, but he went to whack it rather than play.
That's why I also need to turn a lot of the assists off as well, so I can get a wee bit more control over my passing and my shooting.
This has to be.
There's your chip.
And it's there! A lovely, lovely way to score. Made a difficult finish look very, very easy. Promising forward burst.
Nobody should ever let in 2 chips in one game. Like, well, you learn your lesson once and that's it. You keep the keeper rooted to the spot for the rest of the match, so it doesn't happen again. And yet, oh, I thought I was going to do it again.
Keeping that out.
Well, that's a poor effort from such a good position. She should have scored there.
Go.
Dangerous. They're in here.
Oh, I thought I was in. That's so annoying. I just want the lead once. It's going to be so frustrating if they end up winning this after me making a comeback with a garbage team as well. I mean, imagine their team isn't hot stuff either because of how the game's now gone. I saw that they had a real badge and stuff like that. I assumed that they'd been playing it for longer than me.
Yeah, great pressure there.
They've given it away.
At least certainly past the initial default squad you get.
Put into the middle. And the move has come to an end. No way through. Possession lost.
Come on, bring him out.
Them ahead.
Oh,
Oh, excellent work.
so scrappy. Right. Keep somebody at the corner. There we go.
They opt to go short with the corner.
Oh, I always like to do a wee dribble in and a cut back. If I can get one.
Waiting for the right moment.
Try again.
Pressure on. It'll be another corner.
And if the defence is too solid and I can't get it in, then I cross it. But
Fans know this is a chance.
yeah, I should have crossed there. Ruined. Half time and it's tight.
To a close.
See, this is the frustrating thing. Like, it's really good if you can get the games, and in this case, in the case of 26, if it doesn't crash every 2 minutes starting up in Ultimate Team. I really hope they fix that with future patches and stuff, because it's not a good look for a mode that's actually really good fun.
And the second half kicks off with 45 more minutes ahead of us.
That said, if you're new-ish to FIFA or EAFC and
Closure needed.
and you're not used to playing online, I would go to manager mode and career, like the kind of career modes first. Get a bunch of games against the AI under your belt first, just to get used to the feel and the physics and stuff like that, and then start taking it online, because a lot of people online take it really seriously. Ultimate Team does have a bunch of shades of offside there. The Ultimate Team does have a bunch of versus AI modes as well, so you don't have to play against other people, but it does add to the kind of, it's the only game I play online basically, that and occasionally Fortnite.
Square once more. Is there to be
All other games I don't really like playing with humans. EA's FC's the exception. Probably because I'm quite good at it. I'm okay at it. It's the problem with the one kind of
past his man?
problem, if you can call it that, with this job is that you're always jumping from one game to the next, so you can never spend long enough with the game to get really good at it. So if you put me in I've been playing games for, well, since I was 4 and I'm now 42, so I've been playing games for 38 years. You put me in front of a Call of Duty game and I'll do well at it, but I don't review those games. So you put me online in Call of Duty, I will get torn apart. You put me online in any kind of FPS, really, I will get torn apart, because I can play them, I can hold my own in the single player story mode, but you put me against other people who play Call of Duty 10 hours a day, I'll get destroyed. EAFC is the only game I play a lot in my free time, so it's the only one I can hold my own at online. Any other game, the community picks a game and sticks with it, but as with this job, you need to jump from game to game to game to game, so I'm decent at a lot of games, but never excellent at many of them, because you play enough to get to the end write your review and then you're moving on to the next one already. So it always puts me on that kind of B tier quality. I would do team management, but I don't have any good subs. They're all crap. So yeah, this is the only kind of game where I can kind of hold my own online. Unless, of course, I'm playing with a starter team. Right, there's no way I'm hitting a shot here. Yeah, that was much better.
Mulroney. Promising looking attack, this. Well, it was
Go.
but ultimately nothing doing.
There's your through ball.
Decisive ball.
There's your chip again. Would you like some fish with your chip?
The keeper with a lovely little dink. A finish of real confidence.
However this match ends, whoever ends up winning it, they've been chipped 3 times. So I think I'm the real winner when it comes to morality. I mean, morally, I'm the winner here, regardless of what happens. This could finish 10-5 to them, and I've still won it in my eyes for chipping them 3 times.
Now for a quick transition.
So I'm happy enough with that.
Yeah, I think they should have done that a lot quicker.
Gets past really nicely.
Oh, come on, a wee bit of dribbling.
For the lead here.
Ah, wrong. No, I need to turn these assists off. That wasn't who I wanted.
Really nicely. Ugo Ekitike.
There we go. There's your clinical tackle.
Could be something on.
Chip, chip.
You can only smile about.
Right.
Off the line to score a goal of
Keep the heat. Slow down the pace. Slow down the pace. I say running at him. Come on, I've got the lead for once.
Ekitike.
Let's just calm down. That's it. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Keep possession.
Pace, this could be dangerous.
Calm it down.
Got room to operate in here.
Can I swing this in? Stupid. Going for glory there. Never do that. Like when you're just 1 up. Those are the ones you start hitting when you're 3 up. That's it. That's it.
Valuable breathing space.
Oh, I can see daylight between us now. That's it. I can smell blood. Sniff, sniff.
And the chance slips away. Chance now for a
No. Not today.
Jones with the tackle. 10 minutes to go.
Oh, here we go. They're going to get another one.
Could be back in it here. Oh, heroic tackle.
Oh, top-class defending there.
Look at that. I'm very happy how my defending's gone this game. That's been the winner for me.
And it's opened up. Taken without any trouble.
Without a doubt.
And it's been cut out. There's the turnover.
Oh, he's really slow at turning, that guy.
And they might
There it is. A wee chip.
chance here.
Oh! Nearly.
Ready quicker than anyone.
Well, they've done most things right today, and that would have topped it all off. Just hitting the woodwork on that occasion.
There's no moping about the missed chance.
Chip.
They set about making another.
I can't believe it. I hit the post twice in a row with a chip.
Down. That's a real shame.
It could have been 9.
He's beaten his
Get
marker
up.
here. Some contact there, but at
Again.
played. Trying to carve out the angle. Brilliant. Great save.
think that's it. We're looking at a 7-5 victory, and that'll probably bring an end to our first play video as well.
It's put into the middle. Cleared away, but not with conviction. And that must be so that will do it.
We'll do one more right before we finish. Is I'll briefly show you manager mode, because that's another really cool mode, and the one you should probably be starting with if you're relatively new to this series. I'm very happy with that victory. I'm glad while recording the first play video I've not embarrassed myself too much. I'll take the win. But we come out of here without it crashing, hopefully. And we go into manager mode. Come on, you can do it. There we go. This is manager career. There's a live one now where you can do live challenges based on things that are happening in real life, or you can just do a standard one. So let's see what we've got here. What's there? I've not actually looked at this yet on Xbox, because I usually dive straight into Ultimate Team. So let's see what's new at launch for manager career this time. Oh, good. It's not ready yet. All right. Well, let's do the original one for now then. Oh, and I got Totti as a manager. Thanks very much. Oh, there's their live start points. Never mind. Is there any Scottish ones? No, there is not. So I can start as Juventus. Oops. In the league phase of the Champions League, and at that point, so basically you can take over from fairly recent in the things. Let's start a new season. Use the current squads. You can create yourself from scratch, which I don't really have time to do just now, or I can play as the big man himself, Brendan Rodgers. How do the rest of them look? I always like seeing how well they do with the players, the people who they clearly haven't scanned. Jimmy Tilleen looks alright. Stephen Presley looks alright. They look okay. Boo. Credit to whoever's done these, because they obviously haven't scanned the real faces, but they look pretty good. Like from a distance, you're rarely going to see them this up close. So John McGlynn from a distance may look like, from close up, it may look like Dana Carvey playing the turtle in the movie Master of Disguise, but from a distance that'll look like John McGlynn, baldy napper and thick glasses. Are there what other managers is there though? Is there like legend managers? Rest of the world or something? Rest of the world. Robbie Keane. Let's go Big Brendan, because why would you not want to be Brendan Rodgers? Change his outfit though. Brendan Rodgers in a pink shirt, and what kind of J-skit would he wear? A Celtic hoodie. He wouldn't be seen dead in that, which is why it's all funny. Okay, that'll do me. Advance. We're going with Celtic Park. My board expectations are to win the league, obviously. Fan base devotion high. You better believe it, son. Financial stability very high. That's why we didn't get liquidated. And youth facilities are medium. That'll do nicely. And then so it's like I would put that up to world class because I was beating Rangers quite easily there. And you can. There's a bunch of different modes you can set up. All your you can play youth matches. It's really cool that over the years this has been getting better and better. Manager mode, it's like back in the day, like FIFA career mode used to just be you play the league, you get the points and move on. That's it. But it's becoming more and more kind of engaging over the years, and there's more and more to do. Good view wage. Contract signed. It looks nothing like Brendan Rodgers' signature. And there you go. You're in amongst it. But you've got to keep... Oh, there's Hoopy. There's Hoopy. He's not in the actual game by the looks of it, but he is at least. There he is. God bless you, Hoopy. But yeah, get invited to pre-season tournaments. You speak to the squad, and you got to keep the squad happy because some of them don't get a game, and you got to keep them happy. It has crashed, so there's that. Oh no, it's not. Okay, you're safe manager mode. It hasn't. I just didn't skip the tutorial there. You're safe. But yeah, you've got to keep them happy by keeping them playing. So if someone's on the bench for too long and he thinks he's brilliant, he'll go in a huff and want to leave. I've been told that Logan Angus in the Youth Academy is an outstanding player. So he says, let's have a look. He's got potential to be a 94 rated player if he plays his cards right. He's only 16. Look at him, a young laddie, but over time he could be a monster, so we'll give him a development plan. And we'll teach him how to be a left back. Balanced for now, we'll see. Oh no, I want an attacking one. We want the next Kieran Tierney. There we go. So yeah, there's lots of kind of long-term stuff here, and obviously the aim is to either move to other clubs, although why would you ever want to leave Celtic, Brendan, or just kind of bring transfers in every year and keep your players happy and so on and so forth. It's what you would expect, but it's really cool. I like manager mode. There's loads of kind of wee fun bits. But yeah, there we go. That is FIFA. That is EA Sports FC 26 on Nintendo Switch 2. As you can see, there's a wee bit of crashing in Ultimate Team. Like I say, that is a sluggish mode on other formats. So, but certainly not to the extent that it crashed. I've had a few crashes on Series X at launch, where I've had to quit out to the dashboard like I did there. But not as frequent as I was getting just there. So hopefully that's fixed with patches, because other than that, I'm really happy with what I'm seeing here. Once you get used to the 30, as you can see in that kind of online match I played, I'm used to 30 after just one or two matches, to the extent that I can play competitively. And yeah, I'm really, really happy, especially given 5-6 years ago the state of FIFA on Switch. Nintendo fans were very much getting the raw end of the deal, and now it is, frame rate aside and crashing aside, full feature parity with the big boys, and that's really good to see, and it looks really nice too. So I'm looking forward to playing it on handheld, because that smaller screen I think is going to really make those colours pop, as the kids say. Thank you very much for watching. Please do visit us on Patreon, patreon.com/videogameschronicle, if you want more video game content. Otherwise, videogameschronicle.com for gaming news and other goodness. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye. Hail, hail. VGC is supported by Patreon. Check out patreon.com/videogameschronicle for more podcasts, ad-free browsing and extra content. Thank you for your support.